after doing that project, right, as a person, right, I got changed. That made me so confident. I was not a public speaker, like I never used to go out and speak, but because of that purpose, like I thought, like, no, I have to do this, like I have to do I have taken that as a purpose. Many students have connected very well, and they all started, like they all wanted to be part of environment project. On a single day we have planted 2000 saplings, and the success rate of as children were taking care of those saplings, right, like whichever trees have been planted, so success rate was good. I kept a target of planting 10 lakh trees in 10 years. Okay. And I would say by now, as I started this journey in 2019, it's almost now 5 years. And in these 5 years, if I have to see, I would have planted myself, like in the projects which I have implemented, I would have planted close to more than 50,000 saplings. But I have connected with more than, like it can be like almost 10 lakh people I would have been already connected.
Here's a wonderful story of a one man making all the change.
Yeah, Swetcha, a plant after every hurt. We want to bring the message. I want to tell the message to each and every person in our India, to make sure that, like, if one person thinks of bringing the change in the society, we can do a lot of good stuff in our country.
And you started with planting trees?
Yes, I started this journey with planting trees.
Hello and welcome to GoGreenGuru Sustainability in Action. I'm your host Ananya Sangameshwar. Do like, share and subscribe to support our work and to get some inspiring stories and actionable tips towards a more sustainable and conscious life. We have with us today a special person, Seshu Ratnala, a champion of change. Through Swetcha Foundation, they're embarking on so many initiatives to spread the seeds of change. Sagar Mitra to reduce plastic in our life, educational programs and connects with schools, community initiatives, and of course, the mission to plant 10 lakh trees in 10 years. And he's not doing this alone. He's building an army of volunteers who'll be champions in their own right. And yes, you can be one too. So come on, tune into this episode to bring that seed of change. Hello, Seshu Ratnala. A very warm welcome to GoGreenGuru. I'm so glad to have you here. How are you doing?
Same here, Ananya. I'm good. I'm in fact, like very happy to meet you after a long time
Yes.
over a call. It's been like I knew you from almost 2019-20, I believe,
Yes.
right? Like you were helping me writing few content. Like you were helping me with content writing for few of my activities.
Yes.
Thanks, Ananya, for staying. Like it's been almost now 5 years.
Yeah, and it's really inspiring to see your journey also, all the wonderful work you're doing. So how did
Thank
all that start? Yeah.
Thank you, Aranya. Firstly, yeah, for inviting me to this Go Green initiative, and thanks for being part of this. I keep seeing your initiatives, right? Like you have been in touch with lots of social reformers. So, yeah, for me, as you asked, like how I started this journey, it, almost like it on in 2019, right? When I've been to my hometown, Ichapuram. I belong from Srikakulam district. So it's in Andhra Pradesh. It's a border area. Okay, from Srikakulam is a district, and Ichapuram is my hometown. So in 2019, I went on a summer, like for vacation, like for 1 week vacation. So when I went to my hometown, I felt like it was summer, so right, like it was too hot. So I went out with my friends, a few of my 10th schoolmates. Then all of, like we were discussing like about my hometown, We were talking, it was so hot, and we were discussing about like what we can do, like as an individuals, what we can do for getting some change in my hometown. Like it was, we were not thinking exactly on environment, but we were talking as an overall, as my hometown was not like, we have not seen much development in last like 30-40 years, right? Like from the time I have like I have born and brought up in Ichapuram. So as I was not seeing much of improvement, so I thought like what we could do. And as the time when I went to Ichapuram, it was summer, so it was severe hot. So that was one of the problem, like bigger problem where everyone is facing across India, right? Across the world, right? So we thought of like, as a first initiative, we thought of start with planting trees. So that's how like we like after 1 week, I left hometown and came to Bangalore. I at that point of time in 2019, I was working with Accenture. So I came back to Bangalore and uh, thought like what really we have to do in like how I have to start something. So that's how all started. The idea of planting trees, it was started in 2019, and from there I have started my journey.
So that was where the seed was born.
Yes,
Seed
that
was
was where
sown.
the seed was born.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I'm sure a beautiful forest is going to come up all across.
Yeah, like so before 2019, right? In 2017, along with my family members, when my grandmother has passed away, what we have done is like we have distributed Bhagavad Gita books, and we have planted like to each and every family in my village, we have distributed saplings. So so many things, like my family, like everyone was like towards nature, like they had like some thought of like when any kind of events happen in my family, right? We discuss in the family, saying that like what we have to do. So those kind of ideas, right? Like plans regarding planting trees and all that, those might be the background, I believe.
Yeah, it's a whole journey. So many people are a part of it and all of that. So what is the idea, the values, the foundation of Swetcha, and your tagline is freedom to do the right thing. So
Yes.
what is the significance of that? I'm sure it'll be a lovely story.
Yeah. So yeah, in 2019, when we decided to plant trees, in fact, like after my first initiative, I came back to Bangalore, and I started a complete plan, and I thought in my plan I wanted to introduce this environment project in all the schools in my hometown. So what I did is like after going, like again I have taken 10 days leave and I went to my hometown. It was in July. In July month I have went to my hometown again. In the meantime, right, in 1 month I have made my complete project, like having an environmental project introduced in all the schools where I have studied. Like I have targeted few schools like where I have studied, where my sister has studied, where my mother has studied, right? So I have taken all the contacts of school teachers, school principals. I spoke to them before introducing this project, and I have gone to all the schools at the prayer time. Right, I went to all the schools, and I used to, after prayer sessions, I used to give like what is the importance of trees? Why do we need to plant trees? So I used to spread that message, and I asked to help children like. So after spreading the message in assembly, I used to go to class and I used to ask them what did they understand. Okay, so that's how they people like many students have connected very well, and they all started like they all wanted to be part of environment project. So that's how like I have taken our Ichapuram municipality help and forest department help to source some plants. And like we have almost like in my first drive we have almost sourced like 4,000 saplings and given to all children, and we made it as an environment project like for next 2021 till 20, like till before corona, right? We used to track whether they have planted, how they have survived and all, and children also used to send me those messages. So that was a wonderful journey, like for till COVID, it went so nice. I used to visit very often to schools wherever I have introduced the environment project, and that went very nicely. Okay, so almost like we got like on a single day we have planted 2000 saplings, and the success rate of as children were taking care of those saplings, right, like whichever trees have been planted. So success rate was good, and that gave me so much of what to say, like so much of confidence of doing such kind of projects. In fact, after doing that project, right, as a person, right, I got changed. That made me so confident. I was not a public speaker, like I never used to go out and speak, but because of that purpose, like I thought like, no, I have to do this, like I have to do I have taken that as a purpose. We call it as Swetcha, freedom to do right thing, and plant after every hurt. So that gave me lot of energy, passion, like a purpose. And from then, right, it all started like after implementing that project in Icha from my hometown, I have replicated the same model in Bangalore. Again, I have taken help, like where my daughter was studying in, at that point of time she was studying in Narayana school, so I have taken Narayana school's help, and in two of the schools in Bangalore we have introduced this project. So I always connected those dots. Easy way how to do things easily. So in Bangalore, when I started in Bangalore, right, I like, as you see, so before we start anything, we need to take suggestions and opinions from seniors, right? So I interacted with Yellappa Reddy sir. I interacted with lots of environmentalists in Bangalore, and from there we started like getting their ideas. For a few days I have collaborated with them, and after that I started my own, like wherever I got a chance, right. I have connected relationship with BBMP office, BBMP people, in that way. So the journey went on, like in COVID, especially in COVID, we were not at all fearful. So in COVID as well, we did lot of plantation. And one it's again about leadership, right, like at that point of time I met in 2020 or 19, I don't remember the date. I met Kiran Bedi madam. So the energy, the motivation which she has given me, right, it was like amazing. I cannot forget my whole life. She was an amazing leader, and the confidence which she has instilled in me, that has given me a lot of motivation. In fact, her kind words about my project, and the gesture what she has shown when I met her, it will be like it's like on par. That's all I can say. She has given me a lot of inner strength. In fact, like she directed me, and the video which she has made with me, right, that it always keep me reminding about my uh, purpose.
Yeah, I saw that video. Like, so that energy that really fuels your mission
Yeah.
and it gives you the freedom to do the right thing.
Yes.
So tell me more about your mission. What is your mission with Swetcha?
Okay. So in this journey, right, I have met lots of people. I have met like so many, right, like I have met Chandrababu Naidu sir. I have met so many politicians across, like whoever has similar kind of like thought process, right, social workers, social activists. I have met lots of people. And the people, sorry, sometimes I forget names. Recently I have seen Biogym Waterman. You have interviewed, right? So like I have met with him as well. So he has a mission of digging wells,
Yes.
if you remember, right?
Million Wealth
So
campaign. Yeah.
yeah, so what's his name, Ananya? I
Vishwanathis.
aha, Vishwanath sir,
Vishwanathan.
yes.
Vishwanathan, sir.
Viswanathan sir. So, in the year 2020, I have taken, like when I was in Accenture, I have taken a sabbatical leave, and I have done my wastewater management course. While I was doing wastewater management course, Viswanathan sir has come to give a seminar for us. So in his one hour of seminar, right, like at that point of time, I really like the next biggest problem would be water. Okay, and this year in 2024, Bangalore has seen severe water crisis. So these stories are always there. In 2020, when I started this journey, right, in 2019, Chennai has seen severe water crisis. Okay, so on and off, like in some years, like we see a lot of droughts and water crisis. If we are all not working together, if we are all not collaborating for these common causes, like there is no future for our next generations. So that we need to be very thoughtful. um, so right now I am working on two big projects. One is on water conservation, second is on no plastic. So as when I say no plastic, Sagar Mitra. So this Sagar Mitra, I am again collaborating with Vinod Bodankar. He's from Pune. Their project is a very successful project, Sagar Mitra project. And as I have another like my own project of planting 10 lakh trees in 10 years. So for these 10 lakh trees in 10 years, right now I am very focused right in front of my home, right? I have 11 acres of place, government land. So where it's not only planting after like volunteers come and plant trees, but now I am more focused on taking care of those saplings. So it's like all the time I was planting trees, someone else was taking care, but now someone else plant the trees and I am trying to take care of those saplings.
Yeah,
Yep.
going full circle.
Yeah, going full circle.
Yeah. So, why did you take on the mission to plant 10 lakh trees in 10 years? What does that mean to you?
So for me, so when I say in my lifetime, right, I thought of I kept a target of planting 10 lakh trees in 10 years. Okay, and I would say by now, as I started this journey in 2019, it's almost now 5 years. And in these 5 years, if I have to see, I would have planted myself, like in the projects which I have implemented, I would have planted close to more than 50,000 saplings. But I have connected with more than like it can be like almost 10 lakh people I would have been already connected. How I'm saying this is when I was with Accenture, I have connected with more than 4 lakh employees. So whatever work I used to do, so Ananya, if you remember, you used to help me with writing, right? Those articles have been published in Accenture. So that way I've made a contact, like contacts across the globe to help my cause. So people were supporting from back end for planting trees. So as I was saying, like connecting with 10 lakh people, asking them for help to plant trees, to do their bit for the nature. Okay, that was my whole idea. So as I have this purpose, it became for me too easy to connect with people. Whenever I connect with anyone, right, I talk about my initiative so that some or other way I can motivate them, and some or other way I can ask them to, on behalf of our friendship or relationship, right, like I can ask them to plant one tree and take care of it. So it's been part of my regular conversations. Whenever I talk to anyone, I keep talking about environment, I keep talking about planting trees, I keep talking about saving water, I keep talking about no plastic. So these have become integral part of my conversations. And right now I'm working with Cognizant. So in Cognizant as well, I have been talking about these initiatives which I'm taking. And I'm like it's been very like it's been only 1.5 year in Cognizant. But yeah, getting some good support from my leadership. So slowly I thought of like spreading the word within Cognizant and take more help. And Cognizant as well doing a lot of CSR activities. I want to collaborate with them and to be part of their CSR activities, and to asking for help to fulfill my wish as well to plant 10 lakh trees.
So it's like your mission is to spread the seeds in many more people so that they can be change leaders, like change makers in their own area.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, because that is what true change is, right? When we actually impact so many people to like feel responsible or feel take action in their own lives.
Yes, exactly. You see, like we don't know. Our lives are so uncertain, right? Like
Yes.
we don't know what is going to happen next minute. So this idea, this thought, right? Like if I am not around, someone has to take it up, right? So that's how I wanted to see this whole idea to come up. And when I see in my hometown, right, in Ichapuram, after me starting this initiative, I've seen a gradual change in people. Like my complete hometown now, whenever there are rainy season, people calls me and they ask for plantation. Lots of things happened, like in these 5 years, right? So many people, so many organizations have come forward. They have done their bit of planting trees and taking care of them. So I see a community getting changed. And I have also been part of these kind of communities, so many communities in Bangalore, in multiple in my villages, right? From where my father belongs to Jagannathpuram, Jadpuri station, in all these places, right? We have done these kind of activities and seeing little, like a positive impact in the communities towards environment, but lot more to do.
Yes. But
So
yeah,
this,
yeah,
yeah, this year I'm planning to collaborate with the Andhra Pradesh government for Sagar Mitra project. So still under discussion. So I don't know how it is going to be, but I'm hoping so much of. I'm seeing a lot of positivity. So I hope everything will go fine.
yeah, that's a beautiful story. So, can you talk a little more about some of your projects? I think I saw on your website you're doing a particular project in Ichapuram, a kind of a forest project, and also about your Hebala project. You can talk more about it and how people can contribute.
Yeah. So right now, as I said, my more focus is on Hebal project, the 11 acres of land which we have beside to Aadhaar data center. So this is our unique identification authority center. It's a very huge data center. Uh, right beside to that, we have 11 acres of land, which is government land. So where we are planting multiple or with multiple NGOs collaboration, right? They are doing plantation events. And as like I stay in House of Hiranandani, where I have formed a community. So in House of Hirana, it's almost like 500, more than 500 families stay here. So I have created a community where every Saturday at 7 a.m. we go to the place beside to my apartment and other data center, and we go there and we do DVDing and manuring. Okay, so anyone want to join us on Saturdays in Bangalore, 7 a.m. they can join us at other data center. Beside to other data center, and House of Hiranandani is one of the landmark, yeah, and data center is another landmark. Yeah, this is one. And if people doesn't have that if people think it's too far for them, Bangalore is widespread, right? And people across, like your video, I believe people might be seeing across the world. Your video can be seen, right? So I would suggest no need of going to far away places and do something, right? At your home, you can start bringing change at your home. Okay, and when I say this, not only planting trees, we can start with no plastic. We can start with saving the water. Okay, when I say no plastic, I have a small project, Sagar Mitra. What we do is, in Sagar Mitra project, whatever plastic which we are using at home, whatever plastic waste we are getting generated at home, we save that plastic aside for 1 month. Okay, and the plastic which is being saved in one corner of house for 1 month, right? we can literally see that how much of plastic is accumulating in our home for 1 month. Okay, that develops the consciousness that in my own home, that plastic, whatever is getting accumulated, when it goes out without proper recycling, right, what happens to that plastic? That plastic goes, and the plastic, if it is not properly recycled, it will go and meet it will go, and you will find that plastic in oceans through multiple ways. I don't think we have that much of liberty of time to explain the process how plastic goes and meet into the ocean, but you might be very much aware. Through multiple sources, the plastic, whatever we are not properly recycling, it will go and end up in the oceans. And that is one of the biggest problem where entire world is facing right now: plastic pollution. So I believe for 2024, this is the theme. There is a theme as well of no plastic. Okay, so we all have to contribute at our own in our own ways, starting right from home. We can collect plastic, and we can ensure we can recycle that plastic. So the project which I was talking, one for 1 month we collect the plastic, and if I'm doing alone, it will be little difficult. I motivate my community to collect that plastic, and that plastic, I once in a month, we all, like, from, if I'm collecting in 10 families, right, all of the 10 families get that plastic to one single place, and we directly give it to recycler. But this Sagar Mitra project, whatever I'm talking about, this plastic, we introduce in schools. So children start collecting this plastic for 1 month or 7 days, and they give it into the school. Okay, schools becomes the collection center, as there will be hundreds of children studying in one school, right? There will be a lot of plastic which can get collected there, and they directly give it to recyclers. So similar kind of project I have thought, like, replicating Sagar Mitra project, because that develops a consciousness in children, in school children. And once they get uh, habituated to segregate plastic and to recycle it, right, it will become their lifelong journey. Yeah,
It will become a habit, right?
it
Yeah.
will become an habit. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, something like, we are working on root level projects, Ananya. So basically, to say, I'm thinking to eradicate problems from the root. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Right from the beginning, from our own home, from our own place, what all can we do? There's so much we can do.
Yes.
So, on that note, so you've been involved in a lot of tree plantations and many of these activities. So, suppose someone wants to do a tree plantation or wants to plant trees, but doesn't know how to do it. So, what advice would you tell them? How does a drive happen actually?
Okay, so yeah, many people ask the same question, like when they want to do plantation, right? They don't get a proper place to do the plantation, or else they don't know once they plant whether the tree will survive or not. Whatever they have planted, whether they survive it or not. So for all of these questions, right, there is a simple way. Like, just look around in your community, in your society, or else in your city, or else in your town, right? There are some NGOs who would be working for this cause. Okay, just try to collaborate with them. So they might be acquiring a lot of knowledge, way to do plantation, after plantation, how those plants can survive. Like, they have this complete ecosystem they would have built. Okay, so first, whoever doesn't know, they have to collaborate with like-minded people. They have to it can be like-minded people, it can be like-minded NGOs. They have to collaborate, and they have to seek for help, like, what they can do, like, if they have to get involved, right, what they can do. Okay, in Bangalore for now, we have, like, people can reach out to me. People can, like, not only me, there are so many other organizations as well, they can reach out, and they can start contributing, right, like, on weekends, on Saturdays, if someone can spend time, they can, they if they can take some time out in their weekends, right? They can come and do some activities like planting, deweeding, manuring. And other way is like if they are not at all able to come out of like whatsoever reasons they have, right? They can contribute to our projects, whatever ongoing projects. Yeah, that way they can start, at least they can give a start, and they can see like how that collaboration works, right? Like most of the times people like feel they will be having lots of questions, right? So they can start conversation, start collaborating with like-minded people, and things will slowly change. Slowly will like they can see, if they see good results, positive results, they can stick to it.
That's like a first step people can take.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
But in Bangalore for sure, like I can like on Saturdays, they can call me, they can ring me, they can plan, they can come to this place, to Hebbal place, and they can start involving in our projects.
Yeah, definitely.
And in Bangalore, like we have a Swetcha volunteers group. There are so many activities like ploggras, like if they are interested in plogging, if they are interested in so in any other places, right? Like yeah, we have a group, right? As you are also part of that Swetcha volunteers, so there are multiple groups, like it's multiple NGOs part of that group. So any activities, right? They can see those activities, and they can register and they can volunteer. We have like from Hyderabad, we have Dhruvan's organization, Dhruvan's NGO. They work for lakes. So in Hyderabad, they can collaborate with them and they can start volunteering, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good advice. So, when you think, how do you actually source saplings? So, do you also plant like native saplings? How do you go about whole planting?
Ah, as I was talking about this, sourcing saplings, it has to be always a collaborative effort. We need to collaborate with governments. We need to collaborate with forest departments. Most of the time, forest departments only focus on native saplings. So we just need to reach out to the correct people. In Bangalore, it's BBMP. I reach out to BBMP forest department team, and I source plants from them. And I like when I source from them, right? Half of my like no much of effort has to be put on whether it is a local species or not, right? They take care. They ensure that those are local species and that will be helpful for environment. Okay, but also I have a list of saplings which are very much helpful for our environment, like banyan tree, neem tree, peepal tree, mango tree. These are all amla tree. Okay, these are all so, and tamarind tree. There is a Sanskrit sloka. I am not so like, only today I have seen that sloka. Some of my friend has sent, and I have shared it in Swetcha volunteers group as well. So in Hindu culture, right? These are all as part of our like we used to pray trees. For every ritual we used to pray some or other tree, right? So so our ancestors have thought this very consciously and they have made as part of our life, like as part of our culture. Somehow things are going little hazy, but I believe like by seeing this global warming and climatic issues, right? People, for sure they will be moved, pushed towards positivity, pushed towards thinking about uh, global environment change, right? Global warming. Everyone will be at some point they have to turn towards thinking of for their own children's good, right? They have to think about these positive steps, how to save water, how to plant trees, how to not use much plastic. Everyone has to be conscious, and slowly if they are not being conscious also, things will push them hard. Like in COVID, we have been pushed hard to stay at home. So something like that will happen for sure.
But yeah, it's better we do it in small steps now it's a rather than wait for another big disaster.
Yeah, yeah, very true.
Yeah. And any other tips like on generally on like planting a sapling? Would you like to share some quick tips?
Yeah, while planting a sapling, yeah. So what I have learned over these years, right? We need to dig a pit, like little bigger pit. The size of sapling, like if it is a 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, like it comes with a plastic bag, right? So the bags, right? So we need to ensure we dig a bigger pit and leave it for a minimum of 2 to 3 days. Once the pit is dug, right, we have to leave it for 2 to 3 days. Okay. After that, we need to plant. We need to plant a tree. Okay. We can add little manure as well. In these 3 days after digging the pit, we can add little manure, and after that, after 2 to 3 days, we can bring the plant and we can plant it. Like we need to cut the plastic, we need to ensure that that plastic is completely removed, and the plant, it should not, while planting we need to ensure the root is not getting damaged. We need to carefully put it, and we need to tighten, like we need to fill the mud, and we need to completely tighten the soil after planting, right? We need to completely tighten the with soil. Okay, ensuring that no air is going inside. Okay, and after planting, right away we need to ensure that we need to water it. Okay, and regularly we need to, like for first few months or for a year, right, we need to take proper care. And the best time for planting trees would be in rainy season. Before start of rainy season, June, July are the best time. So if you plant it for next 6 months, right, the plant will automatically grow because rains will be there. As it is in India, it will be a rainy season. There will be rains, and the plant automatically will be taken care for at least 3 4 months. Okay, and if the plant is not self grown, like if it still needs require little more support, right? Yeah, while planting tree we need to ensure that we need we give some support, like a stick, and we need to tie the plant to that stick to ensure that that goes tall and it withstands the winds. Okay, and once it is taken care, 1 year to after 1.5 year, right, the plant will be self sustainable. So that's my advice. So please ensure in your hometown, in your locality, this year in 2024, if you have not yet started planting trees, June, July are the best months. Already June is done, like July is the best month to take care of planting trees. So all take an initiative. Whoever is listening to this video, I request all of them to plant one tree and take care of it.
Yes, thank you so much for those very useful, simple and useful tips. And to take care of the sapling, they're like a child, so they need that care and nourishment. All of
Yep.
that, yeah. And any other message you would like to give to our listeners?
I don't have anything in specific. As I said, Swetcha, freedom to do right thing. So feel free to do good things. Don't worry on what others will think about your initiative. If you feel, if you have that inner calling saying that whatever you are doing the correct thing, just step up, like just take one step, and rest all things will fall in place. When
Yes.
I started this journey, I had lots of questions. Okay, how people will receive me. I was no idea, right? Like I thought whatever I was doing was right thing at that point of time, and it has been proven as right thing.
Yes.
So in these 5 years, I was listening lots of global climate change and all, right? I have started way back, like in 2019. So just whatever you feel it as a right thing to do, there are so many problems across society. So think about the cause which is very close to your heart. Start taking small initiatives on the cause which you feel very close to your heart. It gives you so much of inner satisfaction. Take small steps to get initiated. Once you initiate, many things will fall in place. Look things in a positive way, so that all converts into positive. Okay, don't get stuck with hurdles. hurdles will be there in anything, like whatever you do, there will be some hurdles. Just be positive, you will come across those hurdles. And I want like just go with your passion. Once you find, like, once the cause, once if you can identify the cause which is very close to you, you will automatically driven by the purpose, and you will automatically do a lot of great things. Every one of us has lot of huge potential to do lot of things. So that's what my key message. Find your purpose, take initiatives, get going.
Yes, that's very true. Once you start doing something, then more things happen and it all comes together
Yes,
eventually.
very true.
So, any call for actions you would like to give for people to join your initiatives, and also your contact details? Could you share? How can
Yeah,
people reach you?
yeah. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, as well as on WhatsApp. Recently I have not, like, it's been 1 year, I'm not much active on Instagram, neither on Facebook. I'm only active on WhatsApp. So I'm free to give my mobile number, 9742488899. You guys can text me on WhatsApp. And anything related to social causes, right, I'm more than happy to help or guide or suggest on what we can do, how we can start. Yeah, that's how. And also you can reach out to me on email id, ratnala sheshubabu at gmail.com is my mail id. So you can reach out through all these means. Yeah, my small step as a challenge, if you want to take it up, right, just collect plastic, whatever is getting at your home. Just think of that plastic, collect it for 1 week, and see what is going to happen if that plastic is thrown out without proper recycling. And
Yeah.
start planting trees at home, right? Like at home, if you see green, it gives a lot of calmness. Add more. There are so many aloe vera, there are so many plants which you can put at home. That is how all started to me as well, right? With a lot of plants at home, by seeing them, we just connect that uh, we get connected to environment,
Yes.
nature. Yeah.
Yeah, that love, it's like a part of our family then, once
Yes.
we start having them more. Yeah, very true. So yes, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful story. And like, I'm sure you're going to inspire so many people. And yeah, all the very best for all your efforts, and hope together we can do the freedom to do the right thing.
Yes, very true. Thank you very much, Ananya, for being part of my, like, our family. I would like, it's all Vasudaivaka Kutumbakam. So thanks for being in touch throughout my journey. And like, we have been interacting on multiple projects on multiple time, like in multiple occasions. So yeah, thank you very much for giving this opportunity, Ananya. And I
Thank
hope this
you.
will help me to reach out to more people, to your Instagram followers as well.
Oh
Thank
yes.
you very much.
Thank you so much. And that is the story of Seshu Ratnala. Thank you for listening to Go Green Guru. Do like, share, and subscribe to support our work and for your favorite dose of eco inspiration and helpful tips. Do follow us on social media at GoGreenGuruSS and write to us at contact@gogreenguru.com. Let's become champions of change together.